Hey there, how are you guys doing? I hope you had a great Easter. I know I loved all that good weather, and today, as I'm recording, it is so nice outside. I'm going to go out and ride my bike a little bit later on, so hopefully you are going to be out doing something fun too. We have a new art project today, and it is a funny little ostrich like you saw when you first looked at the assignment in Google Classroom. So I'm going to teach you how to do this, and then we're going to do a couple of variations on how to do this. This is a lesson in color. So remember the color wheel. Think about the colors of the rainbow: red, orange, yellow, green, blue, and purple. All those colors in order are the colors of the rainbow, and we're going to use all of those colors in our ostrich today. And if you like doing this, you might want to do an ostrich mama and daddy and baby, or a whole family, or a funny little ostrich. So it's up to you. I'm going to show you how to do the main one, and then you take off from there and you can do as many as you want. Okay, so let me change up my camera and we'll get going on the project. Okay, for today's project you're going to need some paper. White paper is great. I'm going to use it in the tall direction. So this is called portrait or tall because we have a long neck on our ostrich. You will need a pencil, and you're going to need something to color with. I'm going to use these color pencils today, but you can use markers or color crayons if you like. So it's very simple to do this. I'm going to start off with first drawing our ostrich beak. And you start out, here's the halfway from the middle of the paper. Let's go up a little bit and over to the left. So I'm going to start right here. I'm going to put a dot so you can see where I am, but you don't have to do that. Can you see that little bitty dot right there? Okay, that's where the beak is going to be. So I'm going to start out making a line just like that. At the ends, I'm going to curve the line around and then follow it back up where I had it before and curve like that. It kind of looks like a worm, right? And I don't like that little dot I put there, so I'm just going to get that out of there. I was just doing that to show you where to put your what the start of the beak is. Okay, so this is actually the upper beak. Let's do the lower beak. We're going to do a curving line like this. So it goes from here, curves down, and curves at the end again. Let me make this a little bit bigger for you so you can see better. Okay, so we had this, curves up, down, there. Now, it's going to be kind of like a worm again, so I'm going to go like this. It's a little bit fatter than the other worm. That's the lower beak. Looks kind of funny, huh? But that's it. Then, on this top part here, you're just going to go a line coming in like that, a line coming in like this, and then let's join them with a little bump, like a little hill, like that. Okay? That's his beak. He's looking right at you, so his beak is open. This is like the opening of his mouth, or her mouth. Then we need some eyes, so I'm going to put an eye here, and an eye here, and I'm going to make them a little bit bigger. That's the middle part of the eye. How about big eyes like this? Everybody's eyes are going to look a little different. Some people are going to say, can I have eyelashes? You can, but let's wait until the end because they're going to get covered up with the colorful part if we do them now. So for now, this is all I'm going to do. Okay, now I'm going to zoom back out so we can see the whole paper. Focus. All right, notice how my bird is over here to the side. I did that in case I want another one here, or in case I want to put a flower in his mouth, which I do. So all I'm going to do is make the stem come through the middle of the mouth and draw a little flower over here. You don't have to have a flower, I just thought it would look kind of fun. You could put, I don't know, what else would an ostrich be holding in its beak? Candy bar? Piece of licorice? A sandwich? I'm not sure. Here's a leaf. Okay. All right. Now it's time for color. So get out all your good color pencils or your markers or whatever you're using. Let me get a bunch of them out and have them right here. Remember I said we're going to use the colors of the rainbow. So let's look for them now. First we need red. Then we need orange, yellow, green. Here's a green. Blue. I want to get a good blue. I don't mind. You can use a light blue or a dark blue. If you want, you can use both. How about that? I'll put both. Blue, and then I need a purple. Let me find my purple. Here we go. I think that's purple. Yeah. Let's just switch that up. Okay, I'm going to put that aside because I'm not sure if that's purple or not. Let me test it. Yeah, this is purple. Okay. Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, another blue, and purple. All right. We need to do some hair on our ostrich, okay? So I'm going to start with the dark color. This is easy. All you need to do is just do single lines like this. Want to zoom in? Want to see better? Single lines, just like this. I'm not scribbling back and forth. I'm just making a line, a line, a line, a line, a line. Okay? Like eyelashes, kind of. All right, so that's purple. What comes next? We're kind of going backwards. I'll take blue. So I'm going to overlap the blue on top of some of that purple. And now I have some blue lines. See how I'm leaving space for his head? If you want, you can be really funny and you could put it right all the way down close to the eyes. That's up to you. All of our ostrich birds are going to look different. Some of them are, maybe will even have eyebrows, who knows. Okay, now I did get two blues, so let's see. This other blue is pretty close to that one. Watch what I'm going to do now. I'm going to do something funny up here. How about this? Oh, no! That wasn't what the funny thing I wanted to do. I didn't want to break my pencil. Okay, let's try this green. Right here, in the middle, I'm going to do kind of like, I don't know. Is that like a mohawk maybe? Just going to do some fun hairs right there in the middle. You could even make them come down lower on his face, almost to the beak if you want. Everybody's will be different, like I always say to you guys. So do what you like. Okay. Green. All right, what comes next? How about yellow? Yellow. Now we're coming back up over here. Remember, I'm lifting my pencil each time. I'm not going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. I just make a line and I lift it and restart it. That's the reason that I do that, is because it gives me these cool fuzzy ends, spiky ends on the end of the hair, and I like the way that looks. Okay, here we come with orange. Coming around, get down close to that eye. What's the last one? Red. You're right. Okay, get some red in there. Okay, there's the head. Now, the neck of the ostrich is very long and very skinny. So, what color should we start with this time? Should we start again like we did with purple or something else? I'm going to go for it. I'm going to go for purple again. Alright, so we're going to start right under the beak here. All you're doing is these little lines again, just like that. And then here comes the blue. It's kind of overlapping, so it's in sort of where that purple ends, the blue starts. But notice, I'm not letting my neck get fat. I'm keeping it skinny. If you don't keep it skinny, you're looking like you're going to have a Christmas tree neck that comes out fat down here as it comes farther out. We want a long, skinny neck. There we go, my poor green that broke. I'm gonna have to stop my video and go sharpen this. Okay, there's green. Does this remind you of anything? Does it remind you of any books that you may have read or that you may have at your house with characters in it that kind of look like this? Think about it for a minute while I draw this. Did you get it yet? It reminds me of Dr. Seuss a little bit. I know you've read Dr. Seuss books. Okay, watch. I did all the way through the rainbow, right? I got back to red, so now I have to repeat my pattern. So I started with purple. I'm going to go back to purple again, keeping that neck skinny. Let me zoom out so you can see the whole page here. Look at that. It's looking pretty funny, huh? Okay, here's a purple. Keeping it skinny, overlapping. Now we're into blue. Okay, then I had a different blue. This is your art, so you could do 4 different colors of blue if you wanted. You could have turquoise in here if you want. You do not have to do rainbow. You can have pink and green bird. You can have orange and black bird. Who's a Giants fan? Aren't those Giants colors? You could have purple and gray, unless you have silver. What's purple and silver? Is that the Kings? I like the Kings. So you could do that. You could have a family of birds with all different colors, or every sports team that you like. Okay, so there is our bird. The last few things I'm going to need to do, I'm going to color the beak. I like orange. You could have orange, you could have yellow. This might be a good time to look up something on an ostrich. If you get to use the computer, maybe you can learn something about ostriches. Maybe I'll even put a video attached to this so you can look at ostriches or funny pictures of ostriches. Sometimes I like to mix my colors. I have already the orange on there. Why not add a little bit of yellow? Learning how to blend and mix our colors together. It doesn't work so well if you're using markers, but you could try it. It'll work well with crayons or colored pencils. What color eyes do you think? Light blue. How about that? Beautiful blue eyes. And do I have a black? I have a dark blue. It looks like black. I'm going to do this. Put a little middle on the eyes. And, Miss Blanchfield, can my bird have eyelashes? Yes, now is the time. If you had put them on before, it would get covered up by that hair. Now, did you guys see how I did that? Let me do it again. Each one is an individual hair, like that. Okay, so I just kind of make the line and lift up. Have really long eyelashes. You could even outline the eye in black if you want to. You don't have to if your pencil's dark enough. All right, one last thing we didn't do yet. What is it? How about that flower? How about a yellow middle? And why don't you practice some of that blending that I talked about so that we can layer and blend our colors? What if the middles here are light blue, and then as the petals go farther out, they become purple? What do you think? I think it adds a little something. Okay, and the very last thing that I will do once I get all these drawn is, what's one thing left that I haven't done yet? I did the eyelashes. I did the flower petals. Can you see it? You're probably guessing, and you know I can't hear you, so I'm just being silly. how about this leaf? My poor little broken green pencil. I may not even be able to get any color on there. And then my stem. There we go. Okay, so now you have made an ostrich picture. You learned about the color wheel, the colors of the rainbow. You learned about blending different colors together. You learned, you actually learned a little bit about texture. We didn't talk about it, but as you made these marks, you're making texture, like hair or feather texture. So you learned some mark making too. Now, it's up to you. Is it done, or do you need another little guy over here? If so, go ahead, make as many as you like. Don't forget to send me pictures, because I would love to see them, and I hope you like this funny little ostrich. Have a great day.